Hello and welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to the living room, and welcome back to more than a year of not getting my hair cut because of the apocalypse, but not a good apocalypse, not a zombie apocalypse where everyone gets to drive around like cowboys in their pickup trucks going yee-haw, but an apocalypse where everyone stays inside and goes, I wonder what's on Netflix. However, if you're watching these videos as they go out, you may have noticed a problem with the channel over the last week, and that is because there has been a problem with the channel over the last week. In fact, it's a problem with YouTube, sort of. I think I've got a solution to the problem, and it wasn't obvious. So for anyone out there who's having a similar issue or just wants to know what's going on behind the scenes, well, this is it. A week ago, I uploaded a long dark video, and Lava Killer Old Bean in the comments said, "Old chum, your video does not work at the last minute. I do not know what's going on, but you probably already know about it." And I'm like, that is a beautiful accent, American, and well, I don't know. Anyway, I checked the video on YouTube, and yes, the last minute does in fact freeze. So the last minute of the video freezes, but the timeline carries on. So the little scrubby bar at the bottom of the video carries on moving, and that suggests a problem with transcoding. Okay, fine. So when you upload a video to YouTube, you make a video. So you record it, you put it into Premiere, you get an MP4 file out, and you take that MP4 file, you give it to Firefox, and you say, "Oi Firefox, take this and throw it at YouTube." And YouTube then takes that video and says, "Okay, I need to do stuff with this." You can't just take a 1080p file or a 4K file or a 2.7K file and then just put it on everything. Desktops, mobile phones, game consoles. It's a Dreamcast. You can't just take the same file and put it on all formats. What you need to do is you need to make different files at different file sizes. So one might be 1080p HD, one might be 144p just for tiny ass screens on, say, a Samsung Togo Lite. Each one has to have a different file, a different encoding, and sometimes a different file format. So you might want to have an MOV file on a Nokia, more like an Apple. But you kind of get the idea. There's a lot of stuff that has to go on in the background, and it's called transcoding. YouTube doesn't re-encode your video, it transcodes it into these different file formats. And that is where the problem lies. You see, the video is okay when it goes up, but it's not okay once YouTube has done what it needs to do and then put it onto the internet. It pauses. So I did what I would naturally do, and I said, well, that's probably just a bad upload, and re-uploaded the video. So deleted the old one and then re-uploaded. Oh, that didn't work, because now it's broken 2 minutes before the end. So I did it again, it's broken 3 minutes before the end. Every time I upload it, it breaks at different points along the timeline. That's kind of a clue right there. Went into Handbrake. So Handbrake is a transcoding program, and I took the original video, which is a 60 frames variable bitrate file, and I said, whatever, let's make it constant bitrate. Let's make some fundamental changes to the way the video structure is, throw it back up on YouTube and see if it works. And it did initially seem to work. So the long dark seemed to work quite well, and I thought, okay, maybe it's a problem on my end when I'm exporting from Premiere. Spoiler, it wasn't. Because the next video I uploaded broke. I transcoded it with Handbrake, and well, that kind of didn't work either. And I'm like, oh no, wait a second, everything I do breaks, but only after I tell it to upload. What a strange thing. And bearing in mind, just as an aside, I can't contact YouTube for technical support. YouTube will not give me technical support because you need 1,000 subscribers and 1,000,000,000 billion hours watched. Otherwise, YouTube is just like, no, we're just going to send you to our forums. And the forums are basically just a bunch of people saying, "Ooh, I cannot get my banana phone working on YouTube." It's not really for creators. It's a strange situation. So. What I ended up doing, because the next few videos had the same problem, is clearing the browser cache on Firefox, which, I mean, you don't need 7 months of browser cache, and I was just like, you bugger off. So emptied the browser cache, and it seemed to work. Oh, it seemed to work, and then the next video broke. So I thought, well, if it seemed to work on that one, and it seemed to work when I handbraked it, maybe it is a problem with Firefox, and maybe it is a problem with cache, but it's not an obvious issue. So maybe not Firefox itself, but maybe something that's going on inside it. So I used Microsoft Edge, which is surprising. It's kind of like Internet Explorer, but not Internet Explorer. Very, very importantly, Edge is not Explorer. It's a ground-up rebuild of a browser by Microsoft, and it's actually quite good. It happens to be built into Windows, and everyone happens to ignore it. So I uploaded the next video with Edge, and then I uploaded the video afterwards with Edge, and it seems to work. So I had a problem with my videos. It looked like it could have been a YouTube problem. It looked like it could have been a Premiere problem, but it turns out it was a browser problem all along. Which is cool. I mean, at least I now know what the issue is, and it's not zombies or the apocalypse. It just happens to be a boring old cache problem. Or a plugin problem. It might just be that ad block or something is getting in the way, and YouTube's like, "You're being naughty, stop that." But hey, whatever. Good. I'm glad we could have that conversation. It was kind of a frustrating few days, and one of the reasons why you didn't get any Stranded Deep videos last week. In fact, you got one on Friday, but there was the longest gap between Stranded Deep videos since 2016 of all years. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like these videos, definitely leave a like, leave a subscribe, and I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.